That's how it started, right? So we get the call from Bill. We're going to New England. I'm like, where is New England? Like, I knew the New England states. I knew the New England states.
Like, where in New England?
But I'm like, where in New England? Yeah, because I didn't know.
Did he have any excitement?
None. Bill's like this, man. But I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate that in a leader, like a guy who's like that.
Even when stuff is going wrong, stuff's going right, everything's the same.
By the way,
for the most part, unless it's Jets week.
David is very similar to Belichick.
Yeah,
he's like not a lot of excitement. He's just, and people have a hard time approaching him.
Yeah, but at the same time, you need guys. The thing about Bill, at least for me, his expectations from me were higher than my own expectations.
Amen.
And that's what really stretched me to become not only a better football player, that's one thing, but a better leader, right? A better husband, just a better man. So,
tell these people, please.
No, I will say David has made me want to be a better man.
I have higher expectations than you.
He is. He is, though. He's relentless, right? He's like results driven, and he's always like, I come like, I did this well, hoping for like a pat on the back, and he's like, well, next time can we do this?
Oh, you sound like Bill.
I'll tell you.
We had a player.
We talk about
this a lot.
It's-
Come here. We had a player come. So every once in a while we would go out in free agency and get a big name player. He's probably a future Hall of Famer, right? I'll let you guys try to guess who it is, but not really. So he'll probably be a future Hall of Famer. He comes here. It's training camp. And he breaks up a pass, right? He's playing defense. He breaks up a pass. And Bill doesn't say anything to him. He just walks away. Or whatever. So he pulls me to the side after practice. And he's like, this guy. And he's like, Jerod, how come Bill never tells me, like, good job? Like, I'm like, listen, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Like, for you to get an attaboy, we call them attaboys, or a pat on the back, like, you have to go above and beyond.
Malcolm Butler.
For sure. That's when you get that. But it makes the pats on the back even more.
And does he give you a real pat, or does he just give you one of these?
No, it's a real pat. No, it's a real pat. But when he gives you one of those, like,
Is that how do you set that? How do they set that culture though? Like, did you know coming in? Oh, this guy's not gonna work out because he wants this. Like, how do you get 52? How do you get everybody bought in? 53 people bought in.
Let's kind of like, how do you define culture first of all? I guess that's even a better question.
We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have different. I think it's like the. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go.
My version is like, culture is just the collection of the people on the team, inside the company, what have you, right? All of us, and it's always changing because of that, because you bring different people, and then it's the things that you celebrate and the things that you hold people accountable to. And most people not have values that they will not hold the team accountable for, and that becomes your culture. Even if you say it's something else, that's the culture, whatever you tolerate bad behavior. So that's my version.
I totally agree with that. And I tell people all the time, like, your culture, like, I see all these sales guys here, right? If all of a sudden a new employee comes in and he sees, we'll just say Sally, she's selling like crazy, but she's doing something, not the right way, right? But she gets promoted.
Yep.
That's what exactly. That becomes your culture. So when you start to look at it that way, it's like, so you bring guys in and you hear people say it all the time, like, culture fit. The culture is a culture fit. But like from our perspective, it's like culture add. Like you need to be a culture add.
Yeah, we talk about that. It's like you are what you tolerate.
Right.
But you can't always just have the founders be the ones that are policing it.
For sure.
It has to come on its own. All of a sudden it's you saying like, hey, pick that thing up, or like take care of that yourself.
Something that we're working on right now is called identity transition, right? Because at the beginning, when it's just like 10, 15 of us, it's like the founders, right? But in reality is what Drift is going to turn into. What everybody in the team can understand and follow, and like be able to encourage, to motivate, to exhort, to tell others like, we're doing this right, we're doing this wrong, right?
No, but some people look at culture as just this like retroactive way of validating success, if that makes sense, right? It's like, it must have been the culture, when it was, but culture is a real thing. Oh, yeah. Like, it's a real thing. And the 100%. Culture in New England, we win a lot of games, and now you're starting to see a bunch of these articles come out, right? It's like, is Tom not happy? Is Gronk? It's like you see all these articles. Like those are things that, for the most part, have always happened behind closed doors. Like all of those discussions have happened behind closed doors. And within any family, you will have some type, fights for sure, right? People change and all that stuff. From my perspective, now you're starting to see it come out. This will probably go down if the team blows up or whatever. I hope they don't. But if the team blows, this will be like a business case study, right? Because everything that's happening with New England right now, you'll see it with companies, corporations.
For sure.
Yeah. For sure.